Today we're talking about something that affects millions of people around the world, social anxiety and how to stay calm in social situations. You know that feeling, your heart racing before walking into a room full of strangers, your mind going blank during a conversation, or overthinking everything you say afterward. If you've ever experienced these symptoms, you're not alone. Social anxiety is incredibly common, but the good news is that there are effective strategies to manage it. By the end of this video, you'll have practical, science-backed techniques to help you stay calm and present in social situations. These aren't quick fixes. They're tools that, with practice, can genuinely transform your social experiences. Let's dive in. Before we talk about solutions, let's understand what's actually happening in your body and brain during moments of social anxiety. When you enter a social situation that feels threatening, your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, triggers your body's fight or flight response. Your nervous system floods with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This was super helpful when our ancestors needed to escape predators, but not so helpful when you're trying to make small talk at a work function. This stress response can cause increased heart rate, shallow breathing, sweating, racing thoughts, and difficulty focusing.
And if you need more help, there's a natural solution called Anxiovita. It can provide support and calm as you work to reprogram your brain. A natural health product designed to help alleviate the symptoms of anxiety. Anxiovita comes in the form of liquid drops, making it easy to incorporate into your daily routine. You can find the link in the description below.
The first key insight is that these physical sensations aren't dangerous. They're just uncomfortable. And your brain's interpretation of these sensations as danger creates a feedback loop that intensifies the anxiety. But here's the really important part. Our brains have neuroplasticity, which means they can be rewired. The pathways that automatically trigger anxiety in social situations can be reprogrammed with consistency and practice. Let's start with what you can do before you even enter a social situation. First, preparation is key. Not excessive preparation that feeds overthinking, but helpful preparation that builds confidence. For example, if you're attending a networking event, having 2 or 3 simple conversation starters can give you a sense of security. Questions like, "What brought you to this event?" or "What's been keeping you busy lately?" are open-ended and usually well-received. Next, practice this 4-7-8 breathing technique before you head out. Inhale quietly through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then exhale completely through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this 3 to 4 times. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural calming mechanism. Research by Harvard psychologist Amy Cuddy suggests that power posing for just 2 minutes can decrease cortisol and increase confidence. Try standing tall with your shoulders back and arms on your hips before heading to your social event. Finally, reframe your expectations. Instead of aiming to be the life of the party or perfectly eloquent, set more realistic goals like have one meaningful conversation or stay present for 30 minutes. Now let's talk about staying calm when you're actually in the social situation. First, focus outward, not inward. Social anxiety thrives when we're stuck in our own heads. Try this mental shift. Instead of thinking about how you're coming across, get curious about the people around you. Active listening is your superpower here. It takes the pressure off you to perform and creates genuine connection. Make eye contact, nod occasionally, and ask follow-up questions. If you feel anxiety rising, use the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. Notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This brings you back to the present moment and interrupts the anxiety cycle. Remember to breathe. When we're anxious, we often hold our breath or breathe very shallowly. Take slow, deliberate breaths from your diaphragm. No one will notice you doing this, but it will dramatically reduce your anxiety symptoms. It's also perfectly okay to take short breaks. Stepping outside for fresh air or taking a quick bathroom break can give you a moment to reset if you're feeling over. Now let's talk about managing the mental aspect of social anxiety. Our minds are storytellers, and sometimes the stories they tell us aren't helpful. When you catch yourself thinking things like, "Everyone can tell I'm anxious" or "I'm making a fool of myself," challenge these thoughts. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have that this thought is true? What would I tell a friend who had this thought? What's a more balanced perspective? Another powerful cognitive technique is normalizing social discomfort. Everyone feels awkward sometimes. even the people who seem completely at ease. Accepting that perfect social performance isn't the goal can take enormous pressure off. Remember that authenticity connects more than perfection. People are drawn to genuine interactions, not flawless ones. Your vulnerability, expressed appropriately, can actually create deeper connections. Finally, let's look at how to build your social confidence over time. Gradual exposure can be a key strategy here. Gradual exposure is key. Start with less challenging social situations and gradually work your way up. Each positive experience rewires your brain's response. Regular mindfulness practice strengthens your ability to notice anxious thoughts without getting caught up in them. Even 5 minutes daily can make a significant difference. And if your social anxiety significantly impacts your quality of life, consider speaking with a mental health professional. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, has been shown to be particularly effective for social anxiety. Social situations don't have to be a source of dread. With these techniques and consistent practice, you can rewire your brain's response to social interactions. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate all anxiety. Some nervousness in social situations is completely normal. The goal is to prevent anxiety from controlling your actions and stopping you from engaging in meaningful connections. Which of these techniques resonates most with you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more content on managing anxiety and improving mental well-being. Until next time, take care of yourself, and remember, staying calm in social situations is a skill that can be learned and mastered with practice. You've got this.